Greetings, housemates, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I'm Phwop, and we are tackling what? Something. Demon's Cauldron is what we want. Now, I got some warnings from one of our dear viewers about the occultist item, but see, they were saying that it causes bleed to happen more often, but this says debuff skill chance, and debuff does not mean bleed. Bleed, it would have to say it actually increases bleed chances. So things that do increase bleed chance for the occultist probably are bad when combined with the heal. But debuff chance is its own thing. It only applies to weakening, curse, vulnerability, hex, and demon's pull. So fortunately, we can equip this cauldron without bleeding our team out. Now, is this the team that went out or the team that came back? Stress so low. Probably the team that went out. All right, we've got the mad cash. Let's spend the excess of it upgrading right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin down to about 10k, upgrading the people we're gonna take out. Okay, everyone's armor and weapons up to 4. Theon, Borshir, Banel, Pasfourier, and 17k left in the bank. Bodes really well. Alright, fully upgraded. Theon, what a beast. Literally. Borshir, she's got her Borsche, perhaps. Also, the Paxidoker, the discussions of how to pronounce it have come back. We have two options. One says the X and the R are probably silent. The other one says Padakur or Padako, perhaps, or Paduku would be the proper pronunciation. They all sound great to me. All right. Depending on what we go after, I will want these curses leveled up. I do love. If we're going to take this item, if you want to take this item, first you got to raise your skills. Stun, debuff, and crit. The only stun ability he's got is this one, which you can only use from rank 2. Demon pull, well, let's see. Let's see what exactly mission we're going to go on. Pasfourier. Alright, so that was not as expensive as we thought. That still leaves us 15k in the bank. Question is, what do we want to murder? Ah, yes. Looking at what we got here, let's go after the leper mask, as 3% crit and 3 speed are pretty significant, though I think the leper, especially since they made kind of the enemy speed significantly more extreme, I would say, to emphasize what they did. That 3 speed is, it's going to jump him up a little bit, but only just barely. It should make the difference against enemies that are the same speed as him when it comes to, it'll beat that randomness. But he's not going to be faster than anyone that he couldn't be faster than before. But yeah, so this is our chosen target, and we are well funded and ready to rock. So let's see. Oh, you know, we can do this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. So let's go ahead. Ah, that thing is so loud. Ugh. Some motorcycles. Okay, let's see. Are there any camp skills I really want? Scouting would not hurt. The wield is obnoxious. Warrens. let's see. +5 speed is not bad. I wouldn't say it's completely necessary. Theon. This one. The +4 speed is crazy good, but he's already plenty fast. Speed 8. And we're gonna put that item on it that makes him faster. But blight, bleed, disease resist is good, especially in the wield. So let's go ahead and let's look at what we're actually gonna spin it on. First off, we're gonna get that. That's 3 points, 6 points, 8 points, 10, 12. Sorry guys, we don't actually have room for anything else. Now, oh, were we gonna take Neville instead of Phwop? Beast. Bleed is pretty good against bosses. Target whistle. Don't need a card. Blackjack. Let's see. Mark target with the protection resist would work great against the pot, except it's probably debuff immune pretty much. We probably want Cry Havoc, as we will be fighting from the back. But I do believe, well, we won't be fighting from the back. Phwop, not as good against a hag due to her pot being all up in the way of his actual marked ability. So let's take Neville. Let's back this thing up. Neville. What you got, Neville? I want that one to the max, this one to the max, and I want Cry Havoc to the max. And then what here? Hound's Watch. A little expensive. Are we gonna do this in the dark? I do not feel like doing it in the dark, really. If we can't bring the ambush tactics that we normally do, thanks to Phwop, and we don't have a highwayman, I could afford to do this Eldritch Blood. Since Neville's scouting bonus, this costs 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what, we will get that. So 3, 6, 8, 11, maybe Abandon Hope. There is going to be plenty of stress rolling around thanks to Theon. If we had level 5 equipment, our team could be even deadlier, but we'll be fine. I do want a double click there, I just want it. Okay, 40% stun and debuff. Neville, what about you? Damage and bleed chance. Yep, we're going for it this time. Scouting of torch below 51% and trap disarm, yeah. I think we're gonna stick to the dark this time, especially since we're using the stun skill, which drains our torch. I don't think we'll need extra trap help, as yeah, 95 should be pretty good. So what do we want here? Stun, debuff, crit. Probably toughness. Brashear, what do we want on you? Damage and speed. Theon. Extra stress. Reduced max hit points, 25% damage. I would consider taking the Ancestor's Tentacle Idol, but that doesn't sound like fun. So we're gonna fight the boss in the dark. I don't know if I really want to fight anyone else. I believe she's just human. I'll take the moon ring instead. The cloak is just going to increase our stress a little bit and make us tougher and dodgier in the dark. But the other one's going to give us more hit points and constant and take a little damage off the top. Let's take the tough ring this time. Scouting, trap disarm. We're going to be using Rage to attack the... It's the only one that'll actually hit her. Let's actually take this one instead. Let's not go too fast. He's plenty fast already, and it boosts our damage, gives us more health to work with. Don't want our health too busted down. And then this moon cloak. Tempted to replace the scouting whistle, but someone has to scout. And disarm traps. Might as well be you. Speed 6. Let's let's stick with this for now, and we'll keep the target whistle available. Alright, so this is my anti-hag force. Theon the Master Abomination, Bunnell the Master Cultist, Neville the Master Houndmaster, and Brashear the Master Arbalist. All of their skills are equipped. We made special care since we plan to adventure in the dark to bring Hound's Watch. This functions better in the dark. This functions better in the dark. And otherwise we are boosting to the max the damage here. Not quite the max, but 30% extra damage. 0 and minus 10% for 10% of our max health. Not a problem here. And Manslayer is going to be really nice on her with her already ridiculous crit chance. And in the dark, she's going to be super accurate and do plenty of extra damage. So we expect to not have too hard time. All of our skills and armor at the max level that we can afford. So here we go. We get 1 camp and that dog treat. We know who we're saving it for. We're taking all the food. Medicinal herbs. I'm going to take 3 shovels. And torches. I'll take 8 torches. What we can do is the torches, we can actually use the occultist to, after we get into the combat, drop our torchlight down to 0 for maximum treasure with no chance of triggering the stupid shambler. Also, if we get surprised, everyone fights from every position fairly well except for Borshir. She can only use blind fire from the front, but that's still not too bad. No one is worthless from any position, which is nice. But not everyone is awesome from all positions. So being surprised is not the worst, which means we could consider ditching this, but we want to go dark. We're going dark. 8 torches. This is a boss fight. Let's not kid around. I want 2 skeleton keys, 2 medicinal herbs, and we'll bring a holy water. Our blight, bleed. Let's take 2 anti-venoms. Because we can at least, let's take 3. Because the damage over time effects are pretty serious these days. And we can always use them.
Her knowledge of horticulturalism and its role in various arcane practices impressed me greatly. My licentious impulse gave way to a genuine professional respect, and together we began to plant, harvest, and brew.
All right, so our ancestor.
There is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
Our ancestor couldn't keep it in his pants, and we now have to reap the dark harvest of his licentiousness. All right, where are we going? Where is the boss? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Boss is down here. I think I want to make a beeline for the hag. Not a weak hag, but the regular hag. Here's the thing. Are we going to adventure in the dark? We should have enough shovels.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed.
Yeah, we're just gonna let the light die down naturally. Our scouting should go pretty well either way. We're gonna leave all the trinkets and boulders. Paid for in blood. Yeah, hard to resist that stun. And we have a 169% chance. Should sound familiar. Oh yeah, he doesn't like to fight from rank 1 so much. We'll remember that. Let's go ahead and stress everyone out. Stress is real. And we'll just use break to take these things out. Alright, our bleed is quite likely. She's quite fast, so let's just take her down. Oh, my master occultist is so groped. He's extra blight resistant, although that just wore off.
death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving. A decisive pummeling.
Very nice. Okay, 44 extra damage, 44% extra damage from Rake at this point. Scry Havoc. Rage. If you're gonna use that skill, you can pretty much count on having no light. Since everything's died with DOTs, that actually makes blind fire quite effective. And stress, not so bad. Okay, we're gonna come back in the pitch dark for all these trinkets, I think. If we have enough food, we should.
Continue the onslaught.
Ooh, beautiful.
Destroy them.
Really give us speed for next turn. We're gonna need to actually move the occultist to the front. Seems kind of weird to me, but probably where we should go with this. Eldritch, huh? See an Eldritch hater. Okay, this thing's gonna die on its own next turn, so we need only worry about this one in the front.
As the fiend falls,
Ah, well.
a faint hope blossoms.
Not surprised it resisted, but the damage is good anyway. Our occultist is not slow, so we can count on him to get a turn before this thing.
Press disadvantage.
Maybe
Give
kill,
them no
maybe
quarter.
crit. The crit chance is really good on that attack. And we get a scout even
This
in the dark.
expedition at least promises success.
2 scouts. So I'm going to collect these trinkets in the pitch. Better than trap indeed. Actually, now that you mention it. I'm gonna look at who I don't want to. Yeah, okay. She's got a couple stats I'd be willing to trade around. Become a Cove Explorer in exchange for Armor Tinkerer. Very well. While money is something I like to save, a skill that offers no combat benefit, I can pass on. We're gonna let him give it a shot. He's got stress. Our Houndmaster with the best disarm doesn't. You know. Okay, our scouting is golden. We discover the boss. Seems like 90% is good enough. Oh, not for you. She's the one
spring to life
that I most
with a singular purpose.
didn't want that on. Fine. Here, have something good maybe. Another anti-venom to replace the one we just used. Which is, you know, fine. Plus some treasure. Okay, note that since we have good scouting, we know when we might run into a abomination, and we can pop our torch early so that it dies down enough that we'll reach 0 by the end of the fight and get our goodies. Don't do it. Necromania. Oh, come on, sir. Oh, I didn't camp. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, party. Okay, 7 stress. That's fine. It'll go away. Let's camp.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
let's go cheap. So we will, first off, rage. Then we're going to set the hound to watching. Crossbow to crossing. With 3 points left. We're going to decrease stress by 15%. Give 20 damage to someone. Now, you need to spread your damage around against the hag because she will incapacitate one of your characters. So we're actually going to put the damage buff on our Houndmaster. We're going after the boss first, one, so we can use our dog tree immediately and empty some space. Two, because we can. Not really worth it, so we'll just rest. Almost walked in that boss fight without camp buffs. Asking for it. Alright, things are upon us. Watch out, the loot is upon us. Alright, this is a fine place for her to be out of position. Could be significantly worse. We will still... Let's just move up.
The ground quakes.
Let's take out one color. These beasts, we should get a kill here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Overgrown Weber. Alright, perfect target. Excellent, just the one we wanted to hit. Taking that stress down doesn't hurt. Very nice.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
This is my marching order. Strange, isn't it? Cultist up front. If I were going to do this, sacrificial stab, excellent crit chance, good damage versus Eldritch. You know, worth a shot. We know it's not going to be a
Darkness
shambler.
closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Let's top up. And nothing else to use preemptively. Let's go. No, we do have anti-surprise up.
Twisted and maniacal, a slathering testament to the
speed of
powers
6.
of corruption.
Is slower than everyone, but of course, since you add D8 to that, if my guesstimates are correct, and that's no guarantee. Let's take out her dodge with our debuff if we can. Okay, so let's look at these. Okay, crockery, human. All right, so she's not Eldritch. You have to take human. It's a shame the bounty hunter can't reach her. 106 health, 15 dodge, 6 speed. Quite stun resistant. Significant blight resistance, bleed resistance, really low. Debuff resistance, a little bit higher. Move resistance, like impossible. And then this thing is completely resistant to everything. It has 80% protection, which means you really gotta knock the crap out of it. So, we can start off with a stun. We have a 169% chance, which gives us a 50-50 chance of stunning her. We, however, are not going to. She has no protection. So, 7 of 14 damage. We could blight her up pretty good. We only get to transform into beast mode once per fight. And if we get thrown in the cauldron, we might not get to transform again. Our dodge is gone. Well. And he'll be slower once he de-beasts. Now our chance to stun her is practically nil. So all we could actually do is spit on her for 4 damage around. have a basically 50-50 chance of inflicting that. But if we debuff her, there's a good chance that we can inflict more on her. Let's see who she throws in the pot first. She resists all of it. A waste of our turn. Oops, should have flipped that out. Dog treat. 34 damage. That is a third of her health, not even a crit. Alright, cultist in the pot. Now we feel free to pull out the big guns, and we are going to annihilate her. Not being much of a problem here. Her 2 turns make debuffs extra effective against her. Let's see if she healed. She sampled the brew, which disturbs us. Oh, interesting. He's only taking damage, none of the stress. Now, rage is the only attack we can hit her with. Fortunately, it's exactly the one we want to use. Short order. The hag will be dead. Alright. She is vaguely, she's not debuff resistant per se, but her multiple turns mean debuffs run out quite quickly.
The wood is still poisoned. The way is still blocked. But
and there we go.
Will be eaten.
We're gonna continue adventuring, obviously. But we did rock it. Buckle. Alright, we won't ditch it just yet, but alright, so that was not problematic at all. But of course we did wait until we were totally prepared. Oh, we want to light the torch now so that it will die down slowly by the time we get to this fight. 20. We are in the position we want to be in. Yeah, target whistle would not have done anything for us. Good, good. We only have to use our attack a couple times. Stun her.
Masterfully
Beautiful.
executed.
We are like gods here. But we only get to do it a couple times, guys. That's the trick. Therein lies the rub. That you only get so many.
Success so clearly in view.
This item.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I don't think it's actually worth anything we're carrying right now.
Secrets and wonders
guys.
can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Vampiric spirits. Oh, here we are. Minus 50% debuff resist. Interesting. I like it. I mean, it's bad. There's no benefit whatsoever. But I kind of like it. Let's just head this way since we're down here. Just a matter of collecting the loot now, guys, because we rocked it too hard. We're gonna get some of our own back from that trap, but we're not gonna risk her on traps much longer. Let's hope we get a scout. If we fight something in this corridor, I want a little bit of light, because the one thing I really don't want is a shambler. Is that true? Maybe I could take the shambler. Let's stun her first. Make sure we get that light down. He'll go for a stun on this thing. No dice.
Impressive.
Okay, Okay, we get shuffled around. It's not a huge detriment to anyone in particular. Giant does not have protection. A tree branch can do sick damage though. Stack that dodge. This is just our attack. We don't actually care if it stuns. Or, I mean, it's nice if it stuns, but... Yep. So much damage. Keep him secret. Keep him safe. Unimpressive.
Their cursed champion falls.
Crests, busts. No.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and
Oh, I
boogeymen.
thought bandages worked on these things. Whatever, now we're just collecting treasure. Ooh, more deeds. Here's a fight. We could take a shambler, I think. So let's just keep it pitch black, which means we'll ditch these torches as soon as we can.
Precision.
Thanks for going so fast. Stunning things, good crit chances. It's all the rage these days. Try and one-shot that before he gets a chance to do anything. Ouch. And one thing I realized, don't waste an extra turn. She can do the damage. Just stun him and then wait.
As
Stuff,
victories
holy
mount,
water.
so too will resistance.
Better than torches I'm not going to use. And this seems like it's going to be pretty lucrative. So let's troll the game by going pitch black. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Right, guys? Hey, more deeds. Definitely need those. And what do we definitely not need? Buckler we can actually sell. Treasure room. That might be a treasure room up there. It is so windy out. Let's ditch the medicinal herbs. We're not going to need what they have to offer, really. To Crohn's, but we get to surprise him.
A devastating blow.
Yes, crit so often. Such stun. Let's team up against her. 2 to 4 damage. That doesn't seem like enough. Let's just make sure she dies. Things are so fast, they cause numerous debuffs. Bleed isn't so bad though. Go ahead and transform.
These
that
nightmarish
healing.
creatures can be felled.
So
They can
efficient.
be beaten.
No scout. Finish this pile of food. And then that, which removes all of her stress pleasantly. And I think, yeah, we're gonna go in a loop around here, collect all these things we left behind because we weren't yet in the dark. Oh, hey, ghoul. What's up? More important to stun the ghoul than anything else. And remember, we have this serious bonus stun. These are beasts, which gives him somewhat of a chance of instant killing him when he hits. Well, I suppose they've got their own issues. Now, this thing has serious protect. So stacking some blight on it would be nice. Get some speed on her. Set this thing up to die.
A death
Very
by
nice.
inches.
Stun resistance, 110% total. Oh, come now. Yeah, it's about time for something like that to happen. Let's get her speed really high. He's gonna whack and stun that thing. Finish that off. Mark this.
Prodigious size
Wow.
alone does not
And the
dissuade
dog
the
just
sharpened
tears through
blade.
it. Busts. I want cash more than I want busts. At most, we'll need one shovel. Slow reflexes, not something I really want. I like my speed, although 1 point of speed really isn't so bad. Alright, we get a bonus trap. Oh, it's one of those. Oh yeah, no. We've got 12 food left. That should be enough to finish the encounter. Any less than that, and we wouldn't have made this long journey around just for like a curio. Has a lock. Swap him back. Now we're asking for stress, but we're also able to use his potent heal, which is not available from the first two ranks. We're ignoring that. That's 3 of those things we've bypassed. So look, that can reduce our stress even. Perfect. We're gonna want to rake in this one anyway. That's right, heal yourself. Okay, he's a little wounded, so he needs to heal anyway. It'll take him a little while, but he will get through there. Might as well just eat these things, put bleed on them as soon as we can. And I would prefer that we not get critically. So let's just debuff these guys. Gonna mark him, that's fine. Marking him, I don't like that. Don't like that one. This one's got the highest chance to crit because it hasn't been accuracy and crit chance. So we might dodge tank. 0. He's gonna keep working these two down. This guy better just heal for now. Once we get a good heal off on him, we will start dodge tanking. But for now, let's go. Let's see, this one's gonna die. 31% chance of a crit. Not the most effective zone, but it does reduce our dodge.
Exposed
If anyone's
to a
gonna get
killing
crit,
blow.
let it be him. But not twice in a row, please. Alright, death's door, bad, but at least he's not poisoned. Let's dodge tank for him then. Continue to chop through their ranks. Do not put bleed on him. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Slowly, gently.
He should be fine.
This is how a life is taken.
Good, very good. And he's looking quite fine. Not quite enough, huh? There is, of course, a 50% chance that we miss. Nothing good can come from Roguelike. That is true. Farewell, corpse. Farewell, monster. Whoa, hell's
Be
hairpin.
wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Give us the scouting. We do need the key, we don't need the shovel. This will be worth more than 500. We've already got a full stack of citrine, which is worth 1,000. Be reinvigorated, lose some of that stress. Yes, deeds. 1,000. This thing could be worth 750, but I'm guessing it's 12. Let's grab those deeds. We do desperately need the deeds. Crests. Crests for cash. Yes, crests for cash. Okay, the last room, we're not gonna need food after this. So eat up the hearties. Where we're going. We don't need food. I would have liked to have moved him to the front, actually, because the stun would be great here against these jerks. We'll set this guy up to be sniped. And they'll just stress the crap out of my occultist, apparently. We'll simply eat them. Oh. Sadly. With no one to mark us, these stupid gropes aren't too bad. Alright. Let's mark them both. Note that we can't snipe the front one, so this one's all the Houndmaster. We're gonna untransform for that stress heal sometime soon, but I did want to get off of those sick damage shots. Stress him before the next adventure. DOTs are nice. That should ensure, yep, we only need the 1 damage to make it bad.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And of course, this is the last encounter. Fishing for crits here, reducing the damage it can do. There's no help for it. He's definitely going to need to go in for some surgery. Variety.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay. Anything I'm willing to do. I want to ditch crests. Not at this particular juncture. Good habits, guys. Good habits. Oh, this one doesn't take keys. I should have. Well, go for it, dude. Of course it's trapped. Fool me once. Alright, and we wrap this one up. Rocking the Hag, one of the more technical bosses to defeat. If you're not careful and you focus on enemies that, or heroes that can only attack the first 2 rank, or skills that can only attack the first 2 rank, you can be in some serious trouble. But obviously, with the right damage, equipment, and skill set, you can absolutely annihilate her. 3 good damage dealers is the best way to go about it. No, we lost natural swing. I always feared this would happen. Ah, sigh. Our reward. Cove Explorer replaced by Cove Adventurer. We just got that, but whatever. On Guard replaced by +2 speed while the torch is low. That's pretty good on him. He was going to be fast anyway. On Guard was great, but... Oh, and the Black Pake. We're going to want to cure both of those.
All my life I could feel an insistent
and we did
gnawing
not
in the back
throw
of my
anyone
mind.
in the
It was a
trap.
yearning, a thirst for discovery
we had
that
so
could
much
be
money.
neither numbed nor sated.
Want those gone. Sigh. Don't like wield phobes, especially on him, as he's actually a pretty good anti-wield person. And none of these look good to me. I guess that makes him cheap. Can't yet afford to throw people in there willy-nilly and start locking in the good stuff. But soon. Nervous and fragile. Rough. Anything we haven't seen before? Nice. Okay. We did bring home the deeds. Which means... damage, crit chance, speed, dodge, and health. So I'm starting to rethink this. I originally kind of lumped accuracy in with your weapon, and that's not the case. And dodge, 5 dodge is pretty good. Crit chance, half a crit chance is fine. We probably get 1 more speed up here. Yeah, speed is better than dodge. The increased health is no joke, and we're gonna wait a while. So think carefully. You know what? We'll take the extra damage.
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered
look at that.
steel.
Level 4s cannot acquire. I see. You have to be level 5 to get this equipment. So we really are maxed out here. Well, that is totally fine. I guess I should have known because the skills were all capped. That is totally fine with me. So we, really are king of the roost here at level 4, but you see how quickly that passes. Looks like 2 missions as level 4s before you are on to level 5, and then you're on to the nastiest missions of all. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back next time. But remember, my friends, it's all downhill from here.